friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two mid-range phones, the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. While these two phones are quite different in terms of the pricing, they have a lot of similarities in terms of the specification offered. So we'll do a comparison of these two phones and see which is better device to buy. So first step, let's see the pricing of the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. It's priced at 19,000, while the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 comes for 11,999, that is 12,000 in India. So we'll have a detailed look at the design, the build quality, the display, software and performance along with camera and battery life, and decide which is a better value for money device out there. So without any further delay, let's get started with the comparison. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see there are a lot of similarities in terms of the design language. You can see the front panel houses the 5.5-inch display, full HD display, and we have capacitive touch buttons. While it's backlit on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, they are just capacitive buttons and no backlit on the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. If you look at the rear panel, again there are lots of similarities. You can see the curved edges, the placement of the camera, the fingerprint scanner, almost similar, but the fingerprint scanner is quite rectangle on the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser, while it is circular pattern on the Redmi Note 3. Now the build quality again looks quite good on both the phones, but the weight distribution is much better on the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser, and it also feels slightly lighter than the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3. So to use in the hand, we would say the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser feels slightly more easy to use because it's lightweight and also slimmer in nature when compared to the Redmi Note 3. But build quality is again really good on both these phones. So in terms of design and build quality, we would give to the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser for two reasons. One, it's lightweight to use and also slightly slimmer. Now let's move on to the display. Now here we have a full HD display, that's a 1080p display, and we have a IPS LCD panel on both these devices. We also have a sunlight display on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3, which improves the sunlight readability of the device. Also there is Corning Gorilla Glass protection on the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser, while it is a toughened glass on the Redmi Note 3. So in terms of display quality, both are equally good. We could say that the viewing angles and overall performance looks quite decent on both the displays. So that is the display aspect of these two phones. Now let's move on to the software. So here again both the phones are quite different. We have the Redmi Note 3 with MIUI 7, although MIUI 8 has been released. So we'll talk about the MIUI 7 right now and then compare with the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. So first up, let's talk about the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. So this comes with the ASUS Zen UI, that's 3.0 version, and does come with a lot of features included. One of the major disappointments with the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser UI is the number of bloatwares it ships. So that's definitely a concern because a lot of apps are there and some of these are uninstallable while some can be disabled. Now talking about the UI, there are a lot of added features included. There is support for themes. If you go to settings, you also see a customized settings panel where we have support for gestures. There is Zen motion, customized settings, easy mode, kids mode, added security features are included. So these are some of the useful options in the Zen UI, and you can also see the custom notification and quick toggle sender. So that is a quite different implementation, and you have a lot of additional options to choose like icons packs, Zen UI themes, lock apps, etc. So that's a Zen UI and looks really feature rich and definitely one of the really good UIs. But again we would say that this is having an issue in terms of the number of bloatware ships with this. That's a major concern. Now talking about the UI on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3, we have the MIUI 7, although MIUI 8 has been released. You can see that it comes with a lot of additional features. We have light mode, child mode, then we have dual apps in the MIUI 8. So a lot of additional features are included. It also comes with theme support. You can see the custom notification panel and a lot of additional options are included, and this is a really polished UI with a lot of added features included. So in terms of the UI, we would say the MIUI 8 is much more polished, although we have this MIUI 7 right now. We have been using the MIUI 8 in other phones, so we can clearly say that MIUI 8 feels more polished than the Zen UI, and the number of apps installed are way too less when compared to the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser. Now talking about the performance aspect of these two phones, we can say that the Redmi Note 3 is a clear winner here with the Snapdragon 650 Hexa-core chipset, which is a really powerful chipset in this segment, while the ASUS Zenfone 3 Laser runs on a budget processor, that's a Snapdragon 430, which is also powering the Xiaomi's Redmi 3S Prime, which is priced almost 9K. So the processor on the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser is not a really powerful chipset, and in terms of the processing experience, we would say the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 is the clear winner with the Snapdragon 650 hexa-core chipset, which outperforms the Snapdragon 430 in almost all cases. Even with the gaming experience, we could say that the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 provides a better gaming experience and overall is a better performer in this segment. So both these devices have quite good storage. We have 32GB storage available for these two devices. We have 4GB RAM on the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser, while it's 3GB RAM on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3. So in terms of the performance, we would say the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 is a superior device out there. Now both the phones come with a 4G LTE, dual SIM cards, micro SD card and VoLTE support. Now let's talk about the fingerprint scanner. So both these devices have fingerprint scanner located on the rear panel, and they're quite good in terms of performance. We would say the fingerprint scanner on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 is slightly faster than the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. Both are pretty responsive and does the job pretty well. Now let's move on to the camera. So here we have different camera modules. One is a 16 megapixel camera and one is a 13 megapixel camera. So it's a 16 megapixel shooter on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 with dual tone dual LED flash, while it's a 13 megapixel shooter with lathe autofocus and a dual tone dual LED flash on the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. We have a 5 megapixel shooter on the Redmi Note 3, while it's an 8 megapixel front facing camera on the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. Now let's see the camera interface. You can see that both these devices have quite good interface. A lot of options are included and does come with added features and themes. There are different modes. Manual mode is also supported, so it's quite a feature-rich UI and does the job pretty well. So both these UIs are quite good in terms of the features being offered. Now let's talk about the camera performance of these two phones. So when we tested the camera performance of these two phones in different light conditions, we can say that the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser is the better choice here because it has laser autofocus and the color quality looks much better. The camera on the Redmi Note 3 is not a really strong point of the device, and here the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 is in the best. ASUS Zenfone 3 laser produces much better camera shots than the Redmi Note 3 in almost all conditions, including the selfie experience and also the low light and the daylight shots. So in terms of camera performance, we would give to the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. Now finally talking about the battery performance. So we have a 3000 mAh battery on the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser, while it's a 4100 mAh battery on the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3. And here the clear winner in terms of battery performance is the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3 with almost 1.5 days of usage, while you can get through 1 day of usage on the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. So that's the battery performance. So now we have talked about almost all aspects of these two phones, so which is better device to buy here. Now the pricing is the key here. ASUS Zenfone 3 laser is priced almost 19k. That's a now priced device in our opinion, because for the specs it offers, it should be around 13 to 14k pricing, but it's almost priced 19k, so that's almost 4 to 5k overpriced device, the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser. While on the other hand, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 is priced 12,000 for the Snapdragon 650 hexa-core chipset, which is a really performing and powerful chipset. So if you're looking for camera experience, then obviously the ASUS Zenfone 3 laser has an edge. But the overall value for money device, which includes the software and overall performance along with the battery life, that's the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3. So if you're planning to buy either of these devices, we would definitely recommend the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3. And if you plan to buy the devices, we have the link available in the description of this video. You can use our link and that helps our channel. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. Hope you liked this video, and don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Hope to see you in our next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.